Welcome back to my channel, Loving Little Learners. Today, this video is going to show you how to deliver both your lesson videos and your activities to your students in one compact assignment. So if you use the platform Seesaw, this is the best way that I have found to deliver all of the things you want for your students without overwhelming them. So last semester, I know many of us were used to just giving out activities and our students would come and see a list of activities or 20 notifications over here. And that became very overwhelming for our families. So this way, we kind of compact it all into one activity for our students in which they can both have access to their lesson and the work that we want them to do after completing those lessons. So what I've done is create a daily journal, and it's also come along with each day so that everything can stay organized and our students can keep track of what they learned and did for each day. And they can also refer back to this within their journal once it's submitted. So let me show you what this journal looks like. This is a copy of the completed journal that I have created, and it's dated. We have Monday's journal with the date that they're going to complete it, and we have all of these different subject tabs here on the right side. So for my classroom, I'm teaching social emotional learning, foundations, writing, English language arts, and mathematics each day. So this is what my journal is going to consist of, and I've made this into a template so that I don't have to continue to remake that again and again, saving me time every single day. And I'll show you how to do that as well. So if I go through, all of these links are clickable. I can either just choose the arrows to the right, or if I want to go to a specific subject area, I can click on the links as like so. So I suggest for my students to go in order because this is how I'm delivering the material. So I'm going to have them go to social emotional learning first. They'll click and it will take them to page 2. So in our video, I have this left blank because I'm going to show you guys how to insert your own video lesson. But let's go to one that has something. So foundations, I have my video lesson here that they would just simply click and play. Hey guys. And then I have in my instructions that after you listen to each lesson, on each lesson page, you're going to click over to the next page and complete your activity. So this one is labeled student work. Here I have my instructions telling them what to do to complete their assignment. And for older kids, you can just simply write it. But since I teach kindergarten, it's easier for them to hear my voice for each lesson and direct them on each individual page what to do. So again, this continues for each different subject area. Here's my writing lesson. The next page will be my writing student work page. Again, my ELA lesson and my ELA work page, which I've also incorporated my Bitmoji classrooms. So the students would simply just click here on the link and it will open up my Bitmoji classroom where they will talk about the different rules of the classroom and explore this room. Okay, so very interactive. You can input so many different things, so many different tools. Here's my math lesson, my math student work. And on each page, as you can see on the left here, I have this journal front cover that will take them back to our home page. So if at any point on any single page throughout my journal, they want to come back here, they can do so by clicking that home page and it will just take them right on back. Okay, so every single thing in this journal is super interactive and easy to use, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So what you should do is first start off with a template, and I'm going to show you how to make the template in a second. But as you can see, this template is, once it loads, it's a blank template that students can, or that the teachers can use again and again and adjust for each day of the week. It's not loading now. Let's see if I can go through edit. You guys can see through here. Okay, so you have every page is blank. that, and you just have your headings over here on the left. So social lesson, social student work, so foundations lesson, foundation student work. So you'll just simply use this and input your lesson and your work each day, saving you so much time. So let's show you how to create this. Let's get out of here. And so I want to go back to my class, and I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch. So go ahead and go to the green Add button, click on Assign Activity, and I want to go to, it's going to take me to my library, and I'm going to click on Create New Activity here. From here, I need to label. So I'm going to say, daily journal, and then I can type in my instructions, click Add, etc., depending on what you would like. For kindergarten, I always add voice instructions just in case they're completing these things independently and there's not an adult there to walk them through the process. My voice is always there, again, to walk them through. And we're going to skip this multimedia instructions and go straight to the student template. So go ahead and click there. And we want to open up our drawing canvas. From our drawing canvas, I want to set up my home page, my front cover page. So I had a picture of a composition notebook. What I did was just simply Google composition notebook and find the one that I wanted. From here, you can either right click and save, like such, or you can use your Seesaw Chrome extension, which I love using this little extension. I can just go here to capture selected area, screenshot over the notebook homepage, cover page, and it drops it right into my Seesaw page. Perfect. So what I want to do is go to the three little dots here and lock this into place so that it's not moving around and my students can't mess with it. I also want to go over here to the three dots, choose shapes, and choose a rectangle. I want to cover the area that says composition notebook and create my own little heading. So I'm going to go to text and go to Tuesday journal. And I want to restyle it by clicking on the three dots again. And I want it to just be plain without any outline. Okay, so Tuesday journal. And then I also like to date these journals. So August 18th, 2020. Oops. And I can edit it how I want. If I wanted a different color, adjust the size, etc., whatever you'd like. From there, this is my front cover page, and I'll save this as my Tuesday template. And you also want to go ahead and create the tabs for your different subjects. So let's just do one with 3 different subject tabs. So again, go to shapes, add a rectangle. We want to adjust the size, make it a little smaller, and rotate. Okay, once it's rotated how you'd like, you're going to just set it over to the side of your notebook. You want to duplicate as many times as you have subjects. Duplicate again, and just kind of lay them out how you'd like them. Okay, from here, let's change the colors so that we can show the different classes that we're going to. Let's do a green. Okay, so these are going to be my different subject areas, but we also want to tell our students what subject it is. Oops, so I'm going to add a text box, and let's write in math. Bring it over. We want to readjust it again so that it fits very nicely. And once you do so, again, duplicate. Duplicate is your friend. So math, let's do BLA. And let's do another social emotional learning because that is super important right now. Okay, so let's pretend these are my 3 subjects that I have for the day. Now what I'm going to do is add a page. And as you saw in my other one, in my example, I have these headings that I'm adding to each page. So again, I'm going to choose a rectangle and I'm going to bring it over. Within the rectangle, I want to do my first subject color, which was yellow for math. So let's change this to yellow. and use a text box and add math lesson. Okay. Again, you adjust this how you'd like. I'm going to change the style of this wording to feather. And I also had a picture of my composition notebook. So I'm going to go back to that composition notebook that I had before. Again, screenshot it with my Chrome extension and resize so it's little. And I'm going to add a text box that says home to let my students know that this is going to get them back home if they click on this link. So what they can do here is go to the drop down button here and go to link. From here, I already have a link in there because when you screenshot with the Chrome extension, it generates the link from where you got it. So just go ahead and delete that link. And I want to link to page 1, my home page. And from here, I am just going to simply duplicate this page. And you see it comes up to page 3. And instead of math lesson, I want this to be math student. Okay. And again, this link is going to take them back to page 1, and you don't have to redo it again and again because you're duplicating that page. So again, duplicate for my next subject, which is ELA, and it is a red box this time. So let's move this out of the way so I can change the color of my box to red. And then this time I want this to say ELA lesson. Okay, again, that link is going to work. I'm going to duplicate again and change it from ELA lesson to ELA student work. So you're going to continue to repeat these steps for all of your subjects. So I'm going to go ahead and pause to save us some time and finish. Okay, so now I have all of the pages for all my different subject areas, and depending on what you teach, how many subject areas you teach, that will make your document longer or shorter. So I'm just going to do the 3 subject areas for now, and let's go back to my first lesson page. So I need to somehow input our lesson for the day. There's 3 different ways to do so. Actually, there's 4 different ways to do so. If your students are old enough, you can simply just screenshot the lesson and they can kind of read through it. But we want to be a little more interactive, and we want to input some type of video, right? So that we're teaching in the most direct way as possible to our students. So we're going to utilize this little button here where you see the camera, and we can either upload a video that we've already made. We can create a video directly in Seesaw, but just beware that these videos have a limit of 5 minutes. And if you upload a video, it has a maximum of 250 megabytes that you can upload. So these are good options, especially for the lower grades, where you can kind of just make it really short and sweet. Or if it is longer than that, you guys can utilize the link aspect and create a link to a YouTube video that you've uploaded. You can create a video as long as you want using Screencastify or Loom and upload it to YouTube with an unlisted link and drop it directly in here. So I have one ready for a social emotional lesson. So let's say that I want to talk about social emotional learning and kindness for my students. I have this YouTube video here about kindness mattering, and I want to just simply go ahead and copy this link here, and I want to drop it into Safe YouTube. It's so important to use Safe YouTube because it's going to kind of limit where your students are able to go when you're opening other tabs and other applications from Seesaw. So this limits what they're able to do. So go ahead and generate a link using Safe YouTube, and then it's going to give you your safe URL code here. Okay. what I want to do is I need to basically take a screenshot of this page because I want them to know that they're going to be opening a video. So I'm going to again use my Chrome extension, take a screenshot of this video here, and it's going to drop into my lesson page. I want to resize it, and I want to go ahead and choose the 3 buttons here, 3 dots, and link it. Let's get rid of that link, and I want to copy in my Safe YouTube link here. Okay, so when you're clicking here, sometimes your little link button disappears. So what I like to do is go and add a shape like so and use this arrow. See, it was gone. It's gone now. And I want to just kind of direct it to that link button and write in the words click here so that they know that there should be something there that they're clicking, and it's going to open up a video. I can also leave a direction that says, please click the link to watch the video. Okay. And again, just resize so that it fits how you want to and add it there. Next, I have my lesson video. And now I want them to do some type of student work or go into some type of activity. I want to show you guys how to integrate your Bitmoji classrooms into your daily journal. So I have this kindness classroom here that I want to screenshot again into my document, my Seesaw journal. And it's just going to go pop in there like so. And now, oh, that wasn't a good screenshot. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so now here is their kindness classroom, but I want them to be able to open this classroom, obviously, to be able to click on the links because this is just simply a picture. Nothing's working. So I'm going to go back to my classroom, come to File, Publish to the Web, and grab this code that it generates. Okay, copy it, go back to your classroom, your journal, go to link once again, get rid of that link, and paste in my Publish to the Web link. This way, when they open it, by clicking the link here, it will open up its own URL where all of the links are active. Okay, and then they can now click on these videos that I have in this classroom. So again, you're going to do this again and again throughout. Let's do an ELA video. Let's show you how to upload one. So let's go to the video camera. We're going to go to upload, and I want to go to lesson videos, and I want them to do a foundations drill. Okay, so this is a video that I've already created and downloaded to my computer, and it's under 250 megabytes, so I can upload it directly into Seesaw like so, and they can play it from here, from this page. But now I need to give them some student work. So I want them, they're learning about letters. I want them to go ahead and trace their letters, practice tracing. So what I can do, use my Seesaw extension again, and let's see, let me take a screenshot instead. And go ahead and copy it. Sometimes the extension doesn't always work in every document, so just beware. But you can simply use a screenshot instead. And then I'm just going to go to the picture button here, upload, go to my desktop, and open in my screenshot. Okay, and from there they can see the instructions, trace the uppercase letters. I always want to lock this in place by clicking on these 3 dots so that my students can't mess around with it. Okay, and you just continue to do this again and again, if I wanted to create a video lesson directly in Seesaw, I'm going to press this video button here, click on video, and I can record a video. So I'm going to record a video of the students counting with me. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I just click done and it's right here. Okay, obviously it's going to be a better actual lesson when it's the time, but for time constraints right now, this is what my lesson will be. Okay, and then I can upload a worksheet or whatever I'd like right here in the student work area that has them practice counting. I can also just go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can have the students say, click the mic and practice counting. Okay, and that can just be as simple as what you want their instructions to be. It's up to you. But this is one way for them to go back and forth throughout your journal. Now, we want to go ahead and make these tabs clickable. On my, you see on my example here, all these tabs take them to those certain pages, okay? So now that we have everything outlined, I want to go ahead and make these linked to their lesson, okay? So what I do is I just go ahead and click on math, click on the 3 little dots once again, and link. And I want to go to link to page. So I see that my math lesson is page 2. Okay, again, repeat the steps for ELA. I want to link to page. My ELA lesson is page 4. And my social emotional lesson is going to be linked to page 6. Okay, so now all of these links are going to take them to those lessons and they can go back home no matter where they are. ELA lesson, home. Social lesson, home. Okay, so this is one good way to create your lessons and your activities in one journal. And this way, our students and our families are not being overwhelmed by a long list of activities, and you guys can continue to reuse this template again and again so that your students are just used to a consistent delivery method, and it's just all in one neat place. I'm so happy I figured this out. This is exactly what I'm going to use for my own classroom. So if you have any more questions about this daily journal or any of the features and functions, please leave a comment below and I'll try my best to get back to you. But as always, please subscribe to my channel, Loving Little Learners, for more videos to come. Thank you so much.